So in this video, we're going to look at concentration. Again, this is still part of CC9, so it can come up on paper 1 or on paper 2. Before we look at concentration, it's just important that you are familiar with the term solution. So what I've got here is I've got a beaker of water, and water is obviously a liquid, so I've given it the state symbol L. And then I've got sodium chloride, which is just normal table salt. It's a solid, so I've given it the symbol S. And I'm adding sodium chloride to my water. When I add sodium chloride to water, it will dissolve, and I will form sodium chloride solution. Okay, so that is what a solution is. If you take a substance and dissolve it in a liquid, you will form a solution, and in this case I'm dissolving sodium chloride in water to form sodium chloride solution. And because it's a solution, we give it the state symbol AQ. So you can call it solution, or you can say it is aqueous. And what we're going to look at today is just the concentration, how to work out the concentration of a solution. So let's say, for example, that I've got 1 litre of water here in my beaker. If I added 10 grams of sodium chloride to 1 litre of water, my concentration would be 10 grams per litre. If I added 100 grams of sodium chloride to 1 litre of water, then I'd have 100 grams per litre. Okay, so that's concentration. It's just how much of the substance you have actually dissolved in your liquid. So the unit for concentration is grams per decimetre cubed. Okay, so decimetre cubed is just another unit for volume, and it's the same as a litre. So 1 decimetre cubed is the same as 1 litre, but we do typically use this unit decimetres cubed. So the unit is grams per decimetres cubed. And you'll always be given this unit in the exam question. It will say find the concentration and give your answer in grams per decimetres cubed. And you can use the unit to work out the formula for concentration calculations. If you see here, it's got this dashed line. That dashed line is the same as a division symbol. So what the unit is telling you is that you take whatever number has a G afterwards, whatever your mass is, and you divide it by whatever number that you have with the dm cubed. Okay, so it's going to be grams divided by decimeters cubed. Just to note, you could also write grams per decimeters cubed like this, okay? So these two mean exactly the same things. It's still gram per decimeter cubed. It would still be gram divided by decimeters cubed. So whatever you've got in grams divided by whatever you've got in decimeters cubed to calculate the concentration. So we'll look at a few examples of this. Okay, so I've got a few questions for you here. The first one, 300 grams of ammonium hydroxide is dissolved in 1.3 decimeters cubed of water. What is the concentration in grams per decimeters cubed? Okay, so again, you're given that formula, grams per decimeters cubed. So I need to go and find whatever is in grams. So I can see here that I've got 300 grams, and it's going to be 300 grams. My formula then tells me divided by whatever I've got in decimeters cubed. And if I look at my question, I can see I've got 1.3 decimeters cubed. So that's my decimeters cubed. So it's going to be 300 divided by 1.3 equals, and then do that on your calculator and you will get your answer. Okay, the next one, again, you're asked for the concentration in grams per decimeters cubed. This time I've just written the unit the other way, but it means exactly the same thing. So you find whatever you've got in grams, in this case it's going to be 90 grams, and you divide by whatever you've got in decimeters cubed. In this case you can see it's 0.5 decimeters cubed, so it's going to be 90 divided by 0.5. In the third question, you've got 250 grams of potassium carbonate and 3 decimeters cubed of water. What is the concentration in grams per dm to the minus 3? Again, this g dm minus 3 is the same as g dash dm 3. So I do it in the same way. Whatever I've got in grams, which is 250 in this case, divided by what I have got in decimeters cubed, which is 3. So 250 divided by 3, do that on your calculator and you'll get your answer. If you look at question 4, okay, again, I'm asked for the concentration in grams per decimeters cubed. And I've gone back to the other way of writing the unit. You can be asked either. I look for something with grams and I find it straight away. But then I look for something with decimeters cubed and I don't find it. Instead, I find something in centimeters cubed. Okay, so what you're going to have to do here before you can just do your division is you're going to need to do a unit conversion. Okay, so centimeters cubed is another unit for volume, but you're going to need to convert it to decimeters cubed. To go from centimeters cubed to decimeters cubed, you are going to divide by 1,000. So if they give you something in centimeters cubed, divide by 1,000 and you'll get it in decimeters cubed. So for example, if they gave you 500 centimeters cubed, you would divide by 1,000 and get 0.5 decimeters cubed. If they gave you 340 centimeters cubed, you will divide by 1,000 and then you'll get your answer in decimeters cubed. Okay, so if they've given you centimeters cubed for the volume, but you're asked for the concentration in decimeters cubed, you must do that unit conversion first before calculating concentration. So if we go back to the sample questions and we look at question 4, I've got 500 centimeters cubed. I need that in decimeters cubed. So my first step for question 4 is going to be 500 divided by 1,000 equals 0.5 decimeters cubed. Now I've got something in grams. I always had something in grams, and I've got something in decimeters cubed. I can do the same calculation I was doing in questions 1, 2, and 3. So it's what's in grams, 43 grams, divided by what is in decimeters cubed, okay? And that's why these questions are worth 2 marks instead of just 1, because you've got to do that unit conversion first. Question 5 is a similar story, okay? You're asked for the concentration in grams per decimeters cubed. I've got something in grams, but I don't have anything in decimeters cubed. So again, I need to convert from centimeters cubed. 780 divided by 1,000 equals 0.78. I do that conversion first. Now I've got something in decimeters cubed. I've always had something in grams, so it's going to be 90 divided by 0.78, and you get your answer. Okay, have a go at doing questions 6, 7, and 8 yourself. They are all the same. Press pause, do those 3 questions for yourself, and then press play to see the answers. Okay, so I've done the answers to questions 6, 7, and 8. They're all done the same way. Question 6, you're given your volume in centimeters cubed. I divide by 1,000 to get decimeters cubed. Then I take the mass in grams, 50, divide by the volume and get my final answer. In 7, again, my volume's in centimeters cubed. I divide by 1,000 to get my volume in decimeters cubed, and then I take my mass, 250, divided by the volume in decimeters cubed, because it's grams divided by decimeters cubed, and I get 720.5. The end, 600 divided by 1,000 to put it into decimeters cubed, and then I've got my mass, 25, divided by my volume, and I get my final answer. So they're all done the same way, okay? You'll typically have a unit conversion. Once you've done your unit conversion, it's just grams divided by decimeters cubed, okay? They could also give you a different unit for mass. So consistently through all of these questions, I've used grams for mass. If they gave it to you in kilograms and they asked you for the answer in grams per decimeters cubed, you would do something similar. You would first convert from kilograms to grams. And to do this, to go from kilograms to grams, you would need to multiply by 1,000. And once you had your mass in the right unit, again, you would just do mass divided by volume. Okay, so just pay attention to the unit they ask for, make sure your quantities are in the right unit, and once you've done that, it's just mass divided by volume. You're given the unit which gives you the formula.